to the Real Estate Scripts Podcast, the show that helps you know what to say when you're talking to buyers and sellers so that you can close more deals and earn more money. I'm Darren Tunstall, a real estate professional, coach, and #1 best-selling author. Let's get into this. Hey there, and welcome to episode 41 of the Real Estate Scripts Podcast. Today, we're talking about a common situation, expired listings and homes that just didn't sell. If you've been there, then you're not alone. We've got some really cool scripts and unique marketing strategies to share with you. So, if you're thinking about giving it another shot or just curious to know what's possible, then stick around. It's going to be a fun ride. As a reminder, the purpose of Scripts and Dialogues is to come, learn, practice, and be prepared to fail forward. This is where we make mistakes and help each other out, but we're mostly interested in seeing how we can get better. First, we read through the script word for word, and then we go back and put it into our own natural tone, style, and phrasing. You won't know what to say until you go through the script. So, with that said, many people will say, that's not how I sound, and I totally get it. That's not how you sound. But that is the reason why we practice every day, so that the script becomes you and in your own voice. So, read it word for word first, then go back and put it into your own natural tone, style, and phrasing, and I think it'll work out. Today we are week 36. We're talking about expired listings. And the script for today is called We Are Experts in Selling Homes That Did Not Sell. So I'll go ahead and set the stage. And it says, in this scenario, you are reaching out to a homeowner whose property was previously listed but did not sell. You want to explore the possibility of relisting the property and discuss your unique approach to marketing. Requirements are empathetic and attentive to listener, strong knowledge of local real estate market trends, effective communication skills, the ability to explain and showcase unique your unique marketing strategies. The intention is to engage the homeowner in a conversation about relisting their property and to get them interested in hearing more about your marketing strategies. So that's the script. What I'll do from here, I'm going to break you out, but question first. There is a link to open up a separate script book. If you're on the Scripts Practice website, the script is already there for you. If you prefer to read it out of a Google Doc, then you can open on that page, and it's on page 92. It's on the bottom right. You'll see it, page 92, if you want to do that. We'll have Emily go first so you kind of get how the script works, and then we'll reverse roles and you'll take it over. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hi there. My name is Emily. I'm from Keller Williams in the Repros team. How are you today?
Hey, Emily, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Awesome. Hey, I noticed that your home is no longer on the market, and I wanted to reach out to you to see if you're still considering selling.
Oh man. Yeah, I would love to sell, but it didn't sell. I got super frustrated and I tried, but I couldn't get it to sell.
Well, would you be interested in relisting your property with me if I do my best to get it sold at the least amount of time for the most amount of money?
I really don't want to use a realtor. I'm really trying to save money on the fees that realtors charge. And I think realtors are kind of stupid anyways. So I really don't know. I guess I'm open to a conversation about it. I just don't know.
So let me ask you, what do you think the main challenges were that prevented your property from selling the last time?
Well, the feedback that we got was that they didn't like our price point, and it smelled like a skunk inside the house. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't smell it at all, but I don't know. I
Was that from multiple people?
Yeah, whatever. I could, I was really surprised. There wasn't that many people that actually came through. I would do an open house, and I guess there's just not very many buyers right now.
Actually, there's a lot of buyers, and actually inventory is pretty low on as far as homes like yours for sale, because yours falls right in the medium price range, which is actually the most sought out range, right? curious, did you have any pre-inspection done on your home? There might be skunks living under the house in the crawl space.
There's no skunks there. Those people are just crazy.
Yeah. Did you have a pre-inspection done?
No, that's for the buyer to do, right?
Well, it's always good to do one as a listing agent too, just to see if there's any potential issues that aren't a surprise that come up when the buyer does their own due diligence. So that's something I recommend when I do my listings.
Okay.
Anything have you ever thought about that? Would you be open to doing that?
Well, I guess if I was going to try and sell it again,
Yeah, well, I'd love
it
to
might
help
be a
you
good
with that.
idea.
Yeah. All right. Well, my approach is a little bit different and I've had great results. So if you're interested in learning more about my strategies, I'd love to kind of go into it a little more.
Sure, I guess. Can we just do it over the phone? What are your strategies?
Well, I'd love to come and see you. I'm going to be in the area around 4 o'clock today. Are you going to be home?
No, not today. I can do tomorrow, I guess.
Okay.
Probably around
Let
lunch.
me just. Okay. Well, I can come by around 4 o'clock tomorrow. I can discuss any of your concerns, address any issues, including the skunk issue that came up. So we have a deal. See you at 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
Awesome. Hey, let me just get your email, the best email for you, so I can send a calendar invite just to kind of keep us both on track. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. What is it?
It's skunkmonkey24@gmail.com.
Awesome. That's such a coincidence. Anyways, great. I look forward to meeting with you tomorrow. I'm going to send you a little bit of stuff about me and what I do. And then if you have any questions, we can go over them in detail tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
All right. Sounds good, Emily. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Nathan. Have a great day.
Bye.
Skunk Monkey. Love it.
Monkey.
Yeah, I don't think he has skunks living in a house. I think there's something else
Think it's
going
him?
on. Yeah, I think it's him. It's totally him. Anyway,
We'll find out.
we are gonna find out. Good
Tomorrow
news
at 4.
is good news
Stay
is you
tuned.
got an appointment. So Nathan, you did a great job as the seller. Just to give you a heads up, usually, and you did a great job on this, by the way. Okay, so we usually try to keep it positive and no, he did great. And what I'm saying is make it a win so that she can get the appointment. But you did a great job at giving her a hard time, and because there is this point, there are times where we come into the scripts where we deal with objections or certain types of things like that, where we just go pure negative. But you weren't like that. I'm just letting you know that's kind of how we practice, because I want the mindset to be positive, 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 so that when you go into it, you're already thinking positive. You're thinking, I am going to get this appointment. That's what I'm here to do. And otherwise, if we're constantly practicing negative, and again, you did not do that, but if we're constantly practicing negative, then when we pick up their phone, what do you think the first thing on my mind is going to be? I'm not going to get this one. Yeah, exactly. So we want to think, no. They're going to say yes. So, but you did a great job. So I'm not saying that you did that. I'm just making you aware of that.
No, that's great. This is my first time doing this. So any feedback I can get is great.
Yeah, you did good. So
I thought it was good.
Yep.
I thought it was the right amount.
Yep. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and reverse roles. Have you be the listing agent. Emily will be your expired listing, and whenever you're ready.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi there. Is this Emily?
It is. Who's this?
Hey, Emily. This is Nathan Cornett from Keller Williams La Mesa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Good. Yeah, that seems like that's the way that it is these days. Okay. I've got 4 kids. Sometimes I feel like I'm surviving. Anyways, I'm calling because I noticed that your house is no longer on the market. I've been watching it for some time now, and I just wanted to reach out and see if you would still consider selling.
Yeah, you have a buyer for me?
I do have several buyers actually that are looking in the neighborhood and have some serious interest in moving into that neighborhood. So have you thought about relisting your property in the next couple months?
Well, I had it listed for a while and I got all these crazy people just knocking on my door at all hours. So I don't know.
Yeah, I totally hear that. Last time I sold a house in the neighborhood, I had to warn the owner. I said,
Mm-hmm.
people are going to come by. Other agents are going to knock on your door whenever they want to, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to give them my card and direct them to me. So I've heard this before. That's a super serious thing. So I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Thank you.
What do you think were the main reasons why the house didn't sell?
Um, well, to be honest, I've had a lot of issues. I wasn't home a lot. And when people would come over, it was just bad timing. So, not a whole lot of people saw the house. They tried to lowball me on offers, the ones that would come through, like by a couple 100,000. So I'm just like,
Yeah,
no.
that's crazy, especially in this market when there's not very many houses for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people were maybe just trying to take advantage of you because you were trying to sell your house
I
on your
think
own?
so because they saw that I was like selling it and it'd been on the market for a while. Like you noticed that, they noticed that. So they're like, what's wrong with the house? Why isn't it selling? They're telling me I had it overpriced and I don't know. So they were throwing me these low offers, verbally, not anything submitted officially, I guess, but it was just like,
Yeah.
come on.
I noticed that it was on the market for like 45 days before you took it off.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you were like, man, this isn't working. I'm not doing this. How'd that
I
feel?
just thought I'd take a break, step back and wait. I'm not in a huge hurry, but I'm not going to just sell it for pennies on the dollar either.
Yeah.
I know what my home's worth.
Gosh, it can be so disappointing, isn't it? So disappointing when you try something and it doesn't work like you thought it would. I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we specialize in helping homeowners like you who have really tried to sell your house and it didn't work.
Mhm.
Our approach is a little bit different. I'm sure that you've had lots of realtors that have reached out to you, but we've had some great results. Would you be interested in hearing more about my particular strategies and how we get things done?
Yeah, I'm open to that. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, I'd love to hear more about your goals and what you are really looking to do and presenting our strategies. And if we are a good fit for you, then we would love to help you sell your house. I'm actually going to be in the neighborhood this afternoon at 4 o'clock. I've got to stop by a Starbucks there to pick up a. My wife loves lattes in the afternoon. Would it be all right if I stop by around 4 o'clock to talk about it with you?
Yeah, if you bring me a latte.
Oh man, I would love to. Can I text you and you tell me your favorite drink and I will bring it to you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, great. I'll see you at 4 o'clock today with whatever drink you want. We'll talk about it.
Okay, thanks, Nathan. Have a good day.
Thanks, Emily. I'll see you today.
Okay,
Okay, bye bye.
bye.
Fascinating. There's a lot going on there. You did a great job, number one. What do you think, Emily?
Yeah, good. Absolutely. I like the empathy that he
Yes,
showed with my challenges of selling my home.
that's exactly one of the words that I wrote down, empathy. Um, all right, so let's go over some of this. Number one, definitely brought a different level of energy. You also matched her energy, which I think is awesome. You came with a lot of emotion. In other words, um, not come with an emotion. You got on her level of emotion by asking her questions like, how did that make you feel?
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that was um, very good, very strategic in terms of getting down to her level of, how she truly felt when she had to take her home off the market. So that is a extremely good use. I also loved when you said, that's crazy. Everything is, that's people are ridiculous because that's exactly what she's thinking too.
Yeah.
You know, she's thinking the same thing. It's just like you when you were selling your skunk house, in the other scenario, it's nuts that people would think that my house smells like a skunk,
Right.
So that same line, that's nuts. I don't know what people are thinking either. Let's take a look at this. Let's schedule an appointment and I'll tell you whether it is. I'll be honest with you. So I love that. I also love the use of a prop, using your phone, holding it up to your head. The other thing that a lot of people should be doing when you're practicing scripts and dialogues is standing up. Standing up, because energy level is completely separate or different when you stand up, and just that's what you're doing. You're on the phone, which is,
Yeah.
by the way, why I like doing Zoom calls a lot, because essentially it's mimicking a phone call, versus being in person. There's times for in-person type scripts, but most of the time when you're lead generating, you're on the phone.
Yeah. And
Um,
usually alone.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Um, your little laughs here and there, here and there. I love the little laughs here and there, because you're having fun, and you're like, that's crazy. I mean, what are people thinking? You know what I mean? I mean, that's, again, a different level of energy.
Mhm.
A good use of open-ended questions, for sure. Uh, Now, one of the other things that you had mentioned here is about the latte. When she asked you about the latte, my personal theory is lead with revenue, not expenses. I mean, it's a nice thing to bring someone a latte, but when a latte costs $4 and you have 5 appointments a day, or 2 appointments a day, that's $8 times 5 days a week. That's $40.
Right.
Multiplied by 12, or 4 weeks. That's what are you talking about? $160 a month in lattes. So if you have that kind of a budget built in to bring people lattes, go for it. If you don't, lead with revenue, not expenses, and say, I would love to, but my wife would get jealous, and I'm just not going to buy a latte for another woman. But I'm willing to come on over and have a meeting with you and talk about what we can do to get your home sold for the best price. How's that sound? So that's the only thing I would say about the latte.
All right, fair
Uh,
enough.
yeah. But how did you feel about how you did?
Um, I think um I felt good about it. I mean, I feel like that these are difficult for me because they're it's like practicing for golf at a driving range, right? It's like not real life. And so I think it's really good for technique and for getting the goal of the script down. Um, my experience in calling expired listings is that the calls don't go that way. So I don't know, I'm a little hesitant, but I think it went fine. I appreciated Emily's conversation, and I appreciated that she was open, and that was good. So I think me working on my mindset in these is really important, because I feel like I'm already going in with like a kind of a jaded view of having these cold calls, and so I
Well,
really
any phone call, right? Anybody you call, you're interrupting their day, but you have to turn it around and think of it as you're making their day, you know.
right. Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely a mindset game for me, for sure.
It is a mindset game, and you're absolutely right. And I want to be extremely clear here. Not one of these scripts is going to sound like you. These are not in your tone, your style, your phrasing. You know, they are not going to sound like you. The whole point is to come here, practice, get very comfortable, internalize it so that you can customize it in your own voice. But the point is to get in here, and then 6 months down the line, you're pulling a script from here and script from here and script from here, but you know it like the back of your hand because you've done it 100 times, and
Yeah.
now it does sound like you. But I will let's reverse the style a little bit in terms, and I'm going to go back and forth with you really quickly. We're going to do a quick script, and I'm going to show you how expireds may or may not go. But we'll just do this real quick. Let's pretend that you are cold calling a list of expireds, right? You have a list in front of you. So go ahead and start with a ring ring.
Ring ring.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey Darren, this is Nathan with Keller Williams La Mesa. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm not selling my house anymore. Thank you. Bye. Click.
What happened?
Keep on going. This
What
is the list.
changed?
This is the list. You're going down the list.
Oh, ring ring.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey Darren, this is Nathan with KW La Mesa. I
Click.
noticed your house isn't on the market anymore. What happened?
I click. I hung up already. Keep on going.
Ring ring.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey Darren, this is Nathan. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you? Who's this?
Doing fine. Sorry for the cold call here, but I am calling because I noticed your house is not on the market anymore, and I've been watching it.
Yeah,
What
we
happened?
sold we sold it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey, Darren, this is Nathan with Keller Williams La Mesa. I noticed your house is not on the market anymore. I was just wondering if you're still considering selling.
Who are you?
My name is Nathan with Keller Williams La Mesa.
You know, you're like the eighth person that called me this morning, and it's only 8 o'clock. Would you
That is
guys just stop
because,
calling me?
oh,
Please?
yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure. No
Bye.
problem. Thanks, Darren. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey, Darren, this is Nathan Cornett with Keller Williams La Mesa. How are you?
I'm doing well. What's up? How can I help you?
I just noticed that your house is no longer on the market, and I've been following it for some time now. I was just wondering if you're still considering selling.
Yeah, I'm still considering selling. It's a real bummer that it didn't go, but see what we can do next time, I guess.
What happened? Why do you think it didn't sell?
Honestly, I just don't think my realtor was doing his job right.
I totally hear that. It can be so frustrating when you try and sell your house and it doesn't sell. What do you think were the main challenges? What do you think, besides your agent doing her job, what do you think happened?
I think maybe it was, overpriced just a little bit, and I'll own some of that because I really want to sell it for the most amount of money. But with interest rates and things like that, the way that they are, I think it's a little high. So, but again, he only did one open house. It's been on the market for like 2 months, and I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, do something else. So I see these flyers coming through the mail and stuff like that from all these other realtors, and I'm like, maybe I should use one of those guys.
Yeah. What do you want to do? What if the house does sell, you get the most amount of money that the market will bear. Where do you go? What's your next plan?
Oh, dude, I'm moving to Texas. I'm getting the hell out of California.
I have got so many friends that have moved to Texas. They seem to love life more. I don't know. I might be following you.
Bigger is better. So Texas is for me.
Well, listen, our team specializes in helping homeowners like you who've really tried to sell their house, but it didn't work. And we take a little bit different of approach. We've had some great results. I'd love to share more about our strategies and what we do with you if you're interested.
You sound like a nice guy. I mean, I'm totally down for checking other people out. So, let's do it.
Cool. I'll actually be in the neighborhood today and tomorrow. Do either today or tomorrow work for you to meet?
Yeah, let's do today. Are you available around 10 o'clock?
I can make 10 o'clock work. Absolutely.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I will see you in an hour. Can I text you?
Sure. 619-519-1834.
Cool. I will text you and I'll get your, I'll text you. I'll give you my information and I'll see you in an hour.
Sounds good. See you then. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right. So that's kind of how the list is going to go. You're going to call 10, 15, 20, right? You're going to get hung up. You're going to get yelled at. You're going to get clicks. You're going to get no answers. And then you're going to get a win here and there. But you won't get a win unless you go through the volume of numbers.
All right.
So in terms of a mindset, everybody's going to come back in about a minute or less. In terms of a mindset, you have to know that there is some amount of failure within making these types of phone calls, and set that as the expectation. Yeah, you're calling, hang up, yell at you. You're an idiot. I hate realtors suck, and then eventually, boom, you get a win. It's like, wow, okay, this person's willing to talk to me because they're a cool guy. How did you feel that went for you, Nathan, that time?
Well, after getting hung up on 4 or 5 times, it felt great. Yeah. I mean, it definitely made me want to re-engage and sit up. Right? Like that made me want to sit up.
I saw a little bit of frustration there after 4 or 5 times, whatever it was. I
think another question that I might have is, how do you I got hung up multiple times, and I was expecting it, right? I was expecting you to hang up the next time. And it's like, how do you, when you're making those calls that fast, you have to reset every single time. I'm expecting you to say yes. I'm expecting you to say yes. I'm expecting you to say yes. But I for sure wasn't. I mean, even in that little practice, I was thinking, Hey, this is Nathan. You ready to hang up on me now?
I would love everybody else's input, but to start it out with, whatever workspace area that you're in, my suggestion is to have some things that will mentally remind you. For example, you could put up a little thing, like a little piece of paper that says something like, the next call will be answered with a yes, and you can read that between calls. I'm a firm believer in affirmations as well. I am so happy and grateful now that every time I pick up the phone, somebody is saying yes to me. You can read those every single day, every single day, every single day. And, by doing that consistently, you're reprogramming your mind to think positively. And yeah, even though you're getting negative, 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 there's a win in there. There's a win in there, but put little things like that in front of you. But that's my thoughts just to start it out. What is everybody else's thoughts to reset the brain in between making phone calls like that?
To be honest, I don't go that fast because I take notes.
Okay. So slow it down a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, and then that helps me, internalize and get better because, however, going over and over and over, each time I speak, I'm less tongue-tied than the first time. It comes a little more natural. Sometimes I even write down what I'm going to say. Let me try something different. Let me try a different opening sentence. But I don't go that fast. I don't call. I call, take a note, didn't answer, call, hung up on me, call, whatever that might be.
That's one method you could definitely.
I don't get as much done, but I think with that space in between, it's definitely helps reset my brain.
Mm-hmm.
For the next one.
Anybody use a dialer? Anybody using a dialer?
Mark does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. A dialer is like a machine gun. It's going to load up to, 3 to 5 phone calls. It's just going to go one after the other after the other. And in that case, you don't have time to slow down. However, but what like Emily is saying is make the phone call because you do want to do a little bit of research. You want to know a little bit about the home. There are dialers that will load the information about the home too, but
really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it'll load, like this is a 3-2, here's the address, here's what the previous listing was. I mean, depending on how much you're willing to pay for the dialer,
Right.
then it'll also load additional information. But with that in mind, you're right. Slow down, take notes what it was. There was an example, it was a while back where basically somebody got cussed off the phone for calling expireds. But then the guy called back and just said, hey, called back the next day and said, hey, it's me again. I figured yesterday you were having a bad day. Are you still interested in selling your house? And he ended up getting the listings. He actually got 2.
Wow. That's
So
bold.
it is bold. But
It is, yeah. I don't think I would say that.
Well, he did something to
That's
that effect. Like, hey, yesterday you were having a bad day. Is today a better day to call? So, every method works. You won't know until you try it.
Right.
Yeah.
Until you try it. So, how did it go for? Well, is there any other thoughts other than slowing down? How else can we keep a positive mindset? Even if it's not a fast, even if it's just you're slowing it down. You keep getting the negative, right? How do you keep your mind positive till you as you go throughout the day, throughout your lead gen?
They know that you don't know their situation. Just, don't take it personally whenever somebody's a jerk to me. I don't know what they're going through. That's how I stay positive. I just give people the benefit of the doubt. And if they're jerks, I mean, I'm happy, so let them be unhappy.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
some people are unhappy. That's why they're jerks. I mean, I always just say consider the source. If it's not anyone that matters to me, like family or good friends, it doesn't really. Yeah, I dealt with so many jerks, for all those years working in the grocery business,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
I
best
can't
to
find the lettuce.
kill them with a smile. Okay, well, have a nice day.
Yeah, and Nathan, just to kind of go back to you because I heard both you and Emily today. You kept it very positive, and I think anybody who is listening to you on the other side of the phone is gonna love who you are if they give you a chance. I don't think the people on the other side of the line are necessarily jerks. I think they're just a little frustrated.
I think they're fed up. Yeah.
Their house didn't sell. They have a ton of people calling them now, and you have low ball offers maybe, and they're just a little frustrated and fed up. And I think once they hear who you are, and everyone that I know here that's online now, they're gonna love you guys as people because you are all amazing people, and believe me, they do want to hear from you. It's just a matter of breaking down those barriers and getting to that point that we can have an intelligent conversation with each other and truly come from a place of contribution so that they can sell their house and get to wherever they're trying to get to.
Right.
So that's the script for today. Is there anything else anybody wants to add before we break out here?
Well, on ours, delete the last 5 minutes.
No, use it. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, no.
Well,
I changed
unfortunately,
who I was in the middle of the script.
So it was my turn to be the agent, and I was asking questions, and Debbie basically took over, became the agent, and she kind of twisted everything around.
Oh my God.
And then she requested an appointment with us.
good for
Uh,
you.
She took over.
That sounds like Debbie. Just the ultimate for sale by owner. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's about it. So keep coming, keep practicing. Again, it's all about the consistency over and over and over again. All right, so that's the script. I hope that you found it very useful. To download the script, just go ahead and head over to realestatescriptspodcast.com. There'll be a link there for you to download the script. This podcast is for the purpose of education only, and it does not make any guarantees. We suggest you seek out the help of your broker, coach, or mentor for specific situations. Brought to you by Darren Tunstall at Repros, California DRE number 018534445.